Chapter 82 made me feel some type of way. I ain't gonna lie. It was pretty good. Rudo and the crew, them in their regular clothes, quote unquote, fire. I had to color that because I was like, man, this is new, and I'm not mad that it's here, right? And of course, the Zonka moment. That was serenity in itself. And then we got to see Remlin again. I got my theories as to what that is and why she's here, and I'll get into all of that. But anyways, man, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy DomoSenpai, the Gachiakuta enthusiast, the Kagurabachi enthusiast. If you guys are new to the channel and have yet to subscribe, man, make sure y'all do yourselves a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Come support your boy. I said this before, and I'll say it again, but if you guys really want to support me, man, pull up to the Twitch channel. Help out with sponsorships from here and there. That's how we as creators get paid. We don't get most of our money from the views and But let's actually get into this chapter because, like I said, it wasn't a lot that happened, but it was the few moments in here that really took me back, right? And really made me think. So first and foremost, let me start off by saying some of the architecture is pretty decent for the ground level building design. Some of this is really, really, really good looking. Like, it's just this one shot right here going up, and you can see the building structures, and not only that, the aqueduct structure, all of that. It actually looks really good, and it's, like I said, it's baffling because the ground is so putrid, bro. Like, we'll get into that a little later because Delmon said something later on down the line that made me think about it, and I can't wait to get into that. Moving on, we are going to visit our injured. That was the purpose of this entire trip. We were going to visit everybody who was injured, and this shot of our regular clothes. This is a dope shot. I like the boys is back in town. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're back at our base. So obviously, being back at our base, we're gonna run into August. Look at how cool August is, bro. August is such a troll. August is such a troll. One of my favorite characters in the entire series. But one of the funniest parts of this whole interaction is the fact that August was like, oh, look at man, Rudo is fitting right in with everybody else because he's ignoring me. That's crazy that everybody ignores August, bro. August is so cool. He's such a cool character. But we are on our way to visit Zonka, and throughout the conversation with August, Engine was just like, sorry, bro, he's probably just too nervous to notice you. He says he's not used to it. Visiting injured people, I mean. When I read this, I realized that Rudo never really visited injured people. He was the one who was always injured. And to top that off, this is an entirely different scenario for him because Zonka was like knocking on death's door, just looking at him. But can I give a round of applause for Delmon's energy, bro? Because it cheered up Rudo, because Rudo felt like he was forcing the way he feels onto people, right? Like, I don't want to force my normal onto everybody. And Delmon was like, what? Like, you see Delmon full of energy, bro, full of energy. He was like, but giving flowers to the injured, that sounds like a wonderful custom. We should do the same. And you know, as I was reading this, the first person that popped into my mind when I heard this voice, right, like when I read this dialogue, was Christopher Sabat. That was the first guy who popped into my head. I was like, man, if there was an English dub for this, Christopher Sabat would definitely fit Delmon, bro. It's just hilariously ironic, you know? But they end up going off getting these artificial flowers, and now they're talking about Zonka. Like, did he get hurt that bad? And Engine was like, well, yeah, apparently Aisha couldn't get the poison out, even with her powers. We don't know what poison Jabber used, if he mixed up his own, or if he even ever knew what kind of poison it was himself. Anyway, she had a really hard time identifying the toxin. Well, the good news is whatever it was isn't life-threatening. This is Follow, by the way, that's speaking. But it's almost scary that he had poison that doesn't kill. Now, we know Jabber, right? Well, he explained the different types of poisons that he had. You know, the non-lethal, the super lethal, and I forgot what the other one was. Oh, the one that makes you hallucinate, right? Didn't he end up mixing his poison with whatever that toxic waste was under the ground? I think that was what it was, if I'm not mistaken. Jabber is a weird one. So they go on to say he was the only guy on our team to get beat up that bad. That's really gotta hurt Zonka's self-confidence. And obviously, you know, we got the big shot of Engine. I love these spreads, bro. Look at how expressive they are. See, this is one thing that I always say about Gachiakuta that, you know, you don't get often from many other manga. The facial expressions, the characters look full. They don't look flat. You know what I mean? I really love the detailing in the characters, and we get this still shot of Zonka meditating. And look at how still look at how calm he is, bro. This was big for me because I know everybody was thinking this when he got jacked up by Jabber. Like, oh yeah, you know, it might be a wrap for him. He might never be the same again. But bro, look at him. That's our Zonka. And this is where I kind of gotta dial it up a bit, right? I'm not about to dial it down. I was almost dialed it down, but I ain't about to dial it down. This whole section right here is important. He says Zonka may have not grown up in the slums or been oppressed all his life, but he did get a taste of the bottom in the environment where he was, and it was truly rock bottom. Now, the image, right? Look at where he's at. Remember, we thought that everything that happened after the well was like him hallucinating, and it was just like running into people he cares about because he saw, this is all I'm talking about, like flashback shit, right? The flashback when he was fighting Jabber, and there was like Engine and Ryo. But listen to this. He says he fought against his weaknesses and crawled his way up. If a guy can keep fighting against himself, it will take more than that to break him. If I know him, he can make something of himself that's more than genius. So the whole thing that I thought was bullshit, right? I thought it was just like him hallucinating. That actually happened. Him putting himself in that well, you know, hiding in the well because he's weak and he's a coward. Him talking to Engine and Ryo when they were up there. That all happened. That adds even more questions to the question bank than I already had. What the fuck was Engine doing there? What was him and Ryo doing there? Right? What were they doing there? Why was they in Zonka's hometown? What was going on, bro? I like when this happens because, again, we were like, oh yeah, man, there's no way Engine and Ryo could have been there. This is all just in his imagination. He's just hallucinating this stuff. But in all actuality, it was real. It was all real. I love that. I love that because it adds so much more context to the entire visual, especially with what happened back then. It makes you feel that so much more. It makes you feel the connection between these guys so much more. I love it. And then we get the call from Samu, my waifu, who we haven't seen in a little while. She says, we have someone here from Canvas Town, a kid who apparently owes Zonka an apology. Something about the spell that got cast on him. This is key because remember, they were all supposed to have like a one-shot prevention thing. It prevents you from dying. You get one chance. So everybody else used their chances up. Remember when we was at Amo's place and Rudo, Ryo, Engine, Delmon, everybody else used up their one-shot chance other than Zonka because he was like still conscious at the time, you know? So what does this mean? Maybe Rimlin gave him a poison resistance instead of a one-shot resistance, right? Maybe that's what this is. It might be a good thing though, like sure, but we seen the resilience behind Zonka in that one image of him meditating and in his backstory, right? We seen the resilience that lives within him. He can always surpass himself. But Rimlin may have literally saved his life by giving him a poison resistance because in my mind, he should have died when Jabber stabbed him and, you know, injected the poison in him. That's just my humblest of opinions because remember, his poison was so lethal, bro. Zonka surviving that, I don't know if Rimlin owes him an apology, but I know we owe Rimlin our lives. She undoubtedly saved us throughout the whole thing. But anyways, man, I digress. This chapter was cool because, like I said, it brought a lot back. We're starting to see everybody. We're setting up for the Zonka redemption arc. This is it. This is gonna be the one, bro. I'm telling y'all, we're gonna see Hyo. We're gonna see his family, his sister in particular, who I can't wait to see because I wonder what they're going to do with that. How that interaction's gonna be is completely, I don't know, right? Anyways, man, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. Chapter was, like I said, it was cool, man. It was cool. I can't wait to see what Rimlin has to apologize for. I can't wait to see the interaction between Rimlin and Rudo. You know, I can't wait to see them together again. That's gonna be fun. Man, I'm really looking forward to the future of Gachi, bro. I really am. It's looking up. This new arc is gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be really, really interesting. And we just have a lot left. There's a lot left in the tank. Like I said, there's so much more mystery left. We still don't know much about Engine. We still don't know much about Ryo other than the fact that she was an assassin, a hired gun. We still don't know why Recto had the Watchman series. We still don't know what the Watchman is. We still don't know whether or not we're gonna make it to the sphere to, you know, find out everything. We still don't know who the angels are. we still do. There's so much we still don't know, and I love that. It's so much mystery, so much more to find out, and that means we have so much more to discuss with each other over here at my channel, right? Over here on YouTube at my channel at DomoSenpai, or y'all can pull up at twitch.tv/DomoSenpai TV, and we talk there too. It's a bunch of fun that goes on here, but let me get out of here, edit this video, man. And with that being said, it's your boy, DomoSenpai, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.